Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food on both YouTube and Facebook. And yesterday I went to Stop and Shop, which is also known as Giant, I think in some places of the world. And their March and April book is out and it's free. And it is an incredible book. I don't know if you've ever read the Whole Foods one, but it's like reading Gourmet magazine. And some of their recipes are a bit difficult, even though they separate them into like gluten-free and, I don't know, maybe sugar-free, I don't know. I haven't been there for a while. But this, it's at Stop and Shop, and it is just loaded with coupons that you don't find otherwise. Unbelievable recipes, unbelievable ideas. And so I've been waiting for it to come out because I scooped up 15 of them to bring back to my shelter, and we're going to read them in the nutrition group. And so they break down, and the recipes are really, I won't call them idiot-proof, but they certainly are a lot simpler than others. And you know, they kind of handhold you through where to find the products in the store and what kind. Nature's Promise, the organic brand, and then the breakdown, oftentimes, of calories, as well as the differences with things like mustards and oils. Anyway, fabulous. So that's my show and tell for the day. I might do, somebody's been saying to me, how about another fridge tour? And it will definitely be, it'll be one that is not orchestrated. So it'll be like opening it and going through what I have. And Greg does not eat low carb, high fat. He eats what I cook, which is low carb, high fat. But then he has goodies and foods that I squint at, although they don't really hold much interest for me anymore. So I might do that. So anyway, this will probably be airing on Friday. Oh no, today is Friday. It'll probably be airing on Saturday, March 12th. And so we don't want to have a messy Monday, and it's a day when a lot of us do our grocery shopping, maybe our house cleaning, I don't know, because I'm all off, because I have, I had Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off this week, so I'm totally different than most of the other people out there. So anyway, here we are, and I've got an organic chicken that is turning into organic chicken soup right now in my Martha Stewart turquoise pot. And yesterday, on some spaghetti squash cooking. And yesterday, I made a roast pork. And then boneless spare ribs. I didn't realize they didn't have the bone. And they will be finished off on the big green egg tomorrow. So they have the smoked flavor. So even though they're two similar porks, they will have two different flavors and uses. Although they're filling up the stomach space. So yesterday I had every intention of guilty pleasure, don't call me, I'm reading time. That didn't happen. And it's just amazing how the day gets filled. And so today probably I will aim for a little bit of that with that Savory magazine. In addition to all of my Kindle magazines and the Zinio app. And I did order Nina Ty Scholl's new paperback book, The Big Fat Secret, I think, about eating dairy, meat, and cheese. And then I listened to a podcast of her because that's kind of how I do it. So my brain already has some of the knowledge in my head because it doesn't stay there long. And so I walked, and she was talking, and she had a Q&A after one of her talks, and somebody said that our body is not adapted to eating dairy. What do you think? And she had her facts and data about that, yes, indeed. And then you think of the Nordics with their diet. And then somebody private messaged me about, there was this woman about don't eat dairy or high fat or something like that. And she says, when I listen to this, I start thinking she's right. And so it's all in how your body can handle it. Now, I don't have tons of dairy. I do have my Fage yogurt, and I usually have maximum 4 ounces a day if I have it. I have 2 ounces of it in my fat bomb, and today I will have 2 ounces of it along with a half of an organic avocado. And I will chop the avocado on top of it and add a tablespoon of slivered almonds. I can't wait, but I have to. And then I will have my organic berries with that. And that sounds divine to me. I'm also having wild-caught salmon tonight for dinner. Whoop, whoop. And some organic steamed broccoli. And life doesn't get better. But anyway, there was the challenge of, is dairy good for us? And I just have opinions about it, but I am able to have my fathead pizza. And that has obviously cheese in it, or maybe you didn't know, but it is a cheese crusted pizza with almond meal. And then I have a tablespoon of heavy cream in my 1 cup of coffee. I have coconut milk with my bulletproof latte. And so I'm not overloading. I don't drink milk, just the coconut milk. So anyway, that there was that concern that we can't process the dairy. And this woman was very clear with the audience in that if you're lactose intolerant, then you can't. But if you don't have issues with the dairy, and JJ Virgin is very clear about this, where you eliminate it and then see if you can have it back in your, her 7-day food plan is how you eliminate everything and then reintroduce it after a while and see how your body does it. Then, because it's always controversy around this, right? Because, we couldn't just go low carb, high fat and include dairy. No! The paleos wouldn't, and I'm not paleo. But then there's a man on the low carb, high fat Lose It app that eliminated a whole bunch of stuff as he was transitioning into his journey of low carb, high fat, and now he's allergic to dairy. So there's a whole bunch of interesting anecdotal stories about all of this. And me, what do? I do what works for me. And I tell you about it, and I don't tell you to do it my way unless you're doing something that has horrible ingredients in it. And then I will certainly try to encourage you to give them up. That is my goal. My goal isn't to make you do something. It is to lead you away from unhealthy choices that you might not know are unhealthy. But, the dubious ingredients that I talk about a lot, which reminds me I should probably read The Doritos Effect. So anyway, got a lot going here. And, it helps when I can walk because I can read things. I mean, I can hear things, and that helps a lot. But I try to keep my food pretty much at the basic part. I will be making a lamb shank maybe later today. And so that pretty much fills up my week's worth of food with steak night tomorrow night. And it'll be a fun week. And lots of veggies on the produce shopping list: cauliflower, broccoli, celery, carrots, yellow onions, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, the organic berries. So it's and the organic avocados. It's going to be a good week of food. I love food. Have you ever heard that about me? So, I have admitted that I've gained like 3 to 5 pounds depending on which reading I'm going from for where I wanted to be. So I am being very observant of what I'm having, and trying to see if I can shave those off. So far, nothing goes. Perhaps this is my set point weight. I'm not unhappy. Everything fits. It's just, if I could lose that, I would. But if I can't, I won't. I really love what I have, and don't want to tamper with what I think has been totally successful for me, because my head is finally engaged with what my belly has. Ooh, I just had a little whistle. And so my head, my mental hunger is finally satiated after, well, being 65 and knowing that I had food issues from 10 on. Yeah, I would say that for a number of years, and I've been on the low carb, high fat for 6 months. No grains, no sugar. I should almost call it no grains, no sugar, because that makes it much more clear. So if somebody's going, well, what does that mean? No grains, no wheat, no grains. The only thing that comes close to a grain is my almond meal pizza. And then once every 6 months, whether I need it or not, a buckwheat pancake that I make from scratch. And buckwheat is not a wheat, so it is a gluten-free, derives from the rhubarb plant, I've been told. So no grains whatsoever, and that means no steel-cut oats, which I think I would like every now and then, and I know some of you do that, and there's no effect, and it does satisfy. It satisfies probably like my almond meal pizza, fathead pizza once a week. It fills that need that might turn into a trigger, that turns into a craving, that turns into a binge. We don't want that anymore. So finding the num-num that fits into your food plan, for me, it's no grains and no sugar. And then I went from there. And the high fat does not mean high protein. What it means is that that I am having things like eggs, yogurt, Kerrygold butter, coconut oil, although I'm beginning to limit that just a little bit. The nut butters, which is another savior in my life. A nut butter to me is like frosting used to be. I could eat the whole can of frosting. I could eat the whole jar of a nut butter, but I don't. And, I have it 1 tablespoon at a time. And my nut butters collection, which maybe I'll show in a video. Maybe I'll do an upstairs tour of my foods and a downstairs one, just to show you, how my kitchen operates. Because it's fun, right? We need a field trip every now and then. So get a permission slip from your mom to come and pack your lunch, and we'll do that. I'll do that later on today. And so that'll be fun. So this was Much Ado About Nothing. It's Saturday, which means that you want to shop with the idea that you've got a little extra time. You can flip that little package over and read that label, and not get at home and go, what? Why did they add this? Okay, because you want to be safe with your food choices. You want to just have wonderful, nutritiously dense foods in your stomach, and not this horrible stomach space fillers. Garbage. Have a wonderful Saturday. I'll see you the next time. Daylight savings. Bye-bye for now.